all white people are racist because I believe that white people are born into not being human.
Wait, stop. Why are you treating white people as if they aren't human and then treating them as if they are, but they're all racist? Your ancestors might be Kangs, but it looks like you ate a few of them before this presentation, so the evidence might be gone. Okay, I'm sorry, that was mean.
Ever shared this? Or this? Nothing like a good reaction gif, right? But you've probably noticed the most popular ones are of black people being dramatic. This is digital blackface.
Stop. Get some help. So today I was working on some future videos and then I remembered that these things happened and I never responded to them. This is some of the dumbest things so far, and it really shows you how 2017 is going in general, and by that I mean it shows you how worse it got compared to what you thought when you said it can't get worse than this when you cry yourself to sleep at night. So what am I talking about? Well, today we have two things to respond to. That weird green squashed loaf of bread potato hybrid Kangs thing that says that white people are evil, and the digital blackface thing. So let's start with the digital blackface thing. We haven't got to the best video yet, I'm leaving that till last.
Ask yourself why you're always drawn to that gif or that emoji.
The facial expression. Just the type of expression that people have. There are tons of white ones as well, you know, but no, you're just gonna say something stupid, aren't you?
Black people being dramatic. This is digital blackface.
Yep, it hurts.
Blackface is when a non-black person uses makeup to blacken up. Minstrel shows depicted black people in all sorts of negative ways. They were mocking, demeaning stereotypes, and they exaggerated black people's facial features and their expressions. And digital blackface is the 21st century version of that.
Wait, hang on. How the fuck does using some random image for a reaction where the facial expression is important become the same thing as where people would put on paint and an accent to mock a race? What? The first one doesn't have shit to do with race. Are you scared that if you stop looking at race for 1 second you'd actually see people as individuals and you'd run out of problems, so you lose that hard-on that you have for oppression and persecution? Holy fuck, I think that's it. You just feel good using victimhood as a way to get into the cool kids group. So you have to keep making up problems to make yourself seem more and more persecuted because you're scared that the cool kids are gonna kick you out. That does not sound like a happy life to live.
So what's wrong with white people posting and using these emojis? Well, black people are not here for other people's entertainment. We're not symbols of excessive emotion.
You say that as you go through a list of entertainers. A random group of people who all happen to have the same thing as race or gender or whatever is not entertaining in itself, but the jokes that come out of that. Clever jokes about human nature are funny, and yes, those do touch on race sometimes, but the race, those people themselves, that's not the funny part. Just looking at those people aren't the funny part. But when entertaining people choose the profession of being an entertainer, sometimes that makes things entertaining. Sometimes that makes jokes, that makes fun, and they happen to be black or white. Christ, you really are the fun police, aren't you? Do you know what thinking is? Because I think that's what you're missing from your life at the moment if you come out with this shit.
I'm not saying you have to be black to post these gifs.
Despite the fact that you spent the entire thing shaming people and make it sound like you don't want them to use it. I'm just saying that if you do this, that you're a horrible person who's the definition of a piece of shit and you're actively hurting everyone in this group by doing this. But that doesn't mean you have to stop doing that. I'm not judging you or anything.
White people using gifs to perform some kind of exaggerated blackness. And that's not all. Let's talk about white people using dark-skinned emojis.
Oh, fuck off. Okay, where's the next cunt?
All white people are racist.
Oh my god, what the fuck is that? Okay, I'm sorry, I keep being mean to this chick, so I might as well see what she has to say so that I can make up for it.
So I put this up because I really want any white person in the room to know up front that this is what we're dealing with.
I think it's redundant by now to point out that people saying all of one group is a bad thing, is a bigoted thing to say, it's a generalization. You saying that all white people are racist is racist. Everyone with a brain knows this, but apparently a lot of people still think that this is an okay thing to say. So there you go. I love how this chick is acting like she's doing all of this in the goodness of her own heart to teach stupid, evil white devils about things when she is valiantly risking her life by being in danger just from being in the room with a black person in front of these horrible white people. And then you look at half of the fucking whiteboard and it's taken up by a fucking PayPal email. Half of the fucking whiteboard. Like, that's it. You actually needed a second board for the rest of the stupid shit that you're gonna say because you took up all of the space for people giving you money. Nice.
That it's not going to be this coddling of white tears and what that looks like. We're not going to discuss, oh, maybe some of us have worked it out. No, you're always going to be racist, actually.
Okay, so first up, let's talk about her tone of voice. She is being pretty self-righteous, and we can probably say that you not being racist or you being a good person in her book involves agreeing with everything that she says and doing everything that she says you should do. So in her book, you basically have to be her bitch and be counted as someone who isn't racist by doing everything that she says. So knowing this, it is just really strange that she is talking to these people as if she is teaching them to not be racist when she's saying that they can never achieve that. Like, how the fuck does that work? She's like, you will always be this way, but I'm going to talk to you as if you can be another thing, you can be another way. What? You're talking about things that they could do, acknowledge, or think to be a good person. But if doing those things does not make them a good person, because you're just saying that as a default they're a bad person, so how the fuck does any of that work? How are you thinking that you can try and get them to understand your point when apparently understanding your point is not good enough anyway? See, because I can see what she's doing here. She wants to guilt trip them into doing what she wants them to do, but to make sure that they're always trapped into doing what she wants them to do forever, she's phrasing it as if they will never be absolved of guilt, like it's some religious original sin type of thing. So they're always going to be her personal bitches. Kind of clever, but in a really bad way. And you know what, woman? It also makes me think that you're not really believing what you're saying. I think we just found out you're full of shit, but you know what, let's keep going.
Even when you're on your path to trying to figure out how to be a better human being, because I believe that white people are born into not being human.
Did you listen to what I just said? How the fuck does someone go on their way to becoming a better person when they can't become a better person in the first place? What does that mean? And how does someone try to become a better human when you just said that they aren't human in the first place? Do you actually think about what comes out of your mouth before you say it? This pretty much confirms what I said before about how you're full of shit and you want these fuckers to do shit for you. I see that PayPal there. I know that, you know that, they're too dumb to know it, but it's true.
That actually, instead of people of color and black folks being dehumanized, that actually everyone is dehumanized off rip within white supremacy.
What? There is so much what the fuck in that sentence that we can't even unpack that. It's funny how whenever an SJW brings up white supremacy, they always have their own reasons for why it exists, personal to them. Their proof that it exists is usually just their own personal problems, usually revolves around the fact that there are people out there who exist in this world that disagree with them and how that's wrong, and how people are allowed to disagree with them and how that's wrong, and then not everything that they want will happen, so boom, white supremacy. And it's always changing because it's so personal from person to person. They feel like they don't have to explain it to you because it's literally everywhere all the time. Like the patriarchy or the Illuminati or something. Oh, and that stuff you said about white people not being human, that's gotta be a metaphor, right? It doesn't make what you said any better, but it's gotta be a metaphor, right?
Y'all are born into a life to not be human, and that's what y'all are taught to do, to be demons. So in this particular way, white people are all racist. So I just want y'all to know that up front.
Okay, I fucking don't know how someone can be this fucking dumb. I don't even fucking understand how you can look at this stupid shit and think it's okay to say, and that is not crazy at all to say. How the fuck do you look at a statement that a certain group of people with a certain skin color are not human and think that is not the crazy thing to say, that you're not the crazy one, that you're not the bad guy? Maybe some of that side boob should go to your brain mass instead because you are severely lacking up there. I don't even feel sorry for the stupid people clapping in the audience because how the fuck do you look at someone saying that and think it's okay when it's directed at you, let alone when you're just watching this and thinking it's okay? In what universe do you say this sort of thing and have people give money to you? In what universe do you think it's okay to censor people with a different opinion when you have this fucking bullshit to say and think that you shouldn't get a backlash for it, you stupid cunt?
So that's my view. But what do you think?